So here's the truth. Everyone, gods, philosophers, and regular folks alike, says everything started with chaos, that primordial mess of darkness. But they're wrong. Chaos wasn't first. Before any shadow, before even darkness, there was something else. The Infinite One, pure and limitless, older than time, shining brighter than any sun. Chaos, that's just a shadow, a byproduct, a side effect of something greater. The real story begins with the infinite, this vast, formless source beyond comprehension, outshining every darkness. Outside its light, a shadow forms. That's where the trouble starts, the birth of Sophia and the forces of darkness. After the realm of immortal beings was complete, yeah, imagine a place built out of light and eternity. The Infinite One let something extraordinary emerge, a likeness called Sophia, the living embodiment of wisdom. She had a wish. She wanted something to exist just like the first light, and so, from that wish, a radiant image appeared. Between the heavens and everything that came after, this image? It's like a cosmic curtain, a veil, dividing what's above from what's below, the divine from the material. But where the light ends, a shadow begins. That shadow, cast from outside the realm of truth, gets called darkness. It's from this shadow that chaos, limitless, swirling, hungry, comes to life. And from chaos, every kind of strange deity, force, and power starts to spill out, one after another, like monsters crawling out from under a bed. The shadow realizes there's something stronger than itself. It gets jealous, twists in on itself, and gives birth to envy, a stillborn, spiritless thing, floating in the dark waters. That envy and wrath get cast down into chaos, and from that mess, the first stuff of matter emerges, dark, useless, but ready to be shaped. The rise of Yaldabaoth. Now, seeing the chaos she accidentally unleashed, Pistis Sophia, the force of divine wisdom, appears over the roiling darkness, disturbed by her own creation. Her disturbance forms something frightening, which she tries to fix, breathing her spirit into the chaos. From that breath, something new emerges, out of the shadowy ocean rises. A ruler, a monster with a lion's head, both male and female, powerful but utterly clueless about where he came from. This is Yaldabaoth, the first of the Archons, the so-called rulers of this world. Sophia calls to him, and he names himself Yaldabaoth, thinking he's the first and only god. But he's just a puppet, blind to the power that made him. The perfect ones, the true immortals, call him Ariel, the Lion of God. After he seizes control of matter, Sophia withdraws, leaving him to his own devices, Yaldabaoth's creation of heaven and earth. Yaldabaoth, thinking he's king of everything, looks around and sees only himself, water, and darkness. So he gets creative. By the power of his word, he splits the waters, raises land from the depths, and sets up his own little palace in the clouds, heaven above, earth below. Next, he decides to make some company. Using only his word, he creates 3 sons, Yao, Eloi, and Astaphios, each one androgynous, each one another piece in his cosmic game. But he doesn't stop there. 7 Archons appear, each with a masculine and feminine side, each ruling over a different heaven in the chaos Yaldabaoth gives them. Thrones, armies, temples, kingdoms within kingdoms, all beneath his delusion of ultimate power. The boast and the rebellion, Sabaoth and Zoe. Yaldabaoth grows proud, boasting, I am God and there is no other God but me. That's his big mistake. The higher beings hear his arrogance and watch silently. But Sophia isn't done. She reveals her power, and Yaldabaoth's own son, Sabaoth, turns against him, choosing the light over the darkness. Sabaoth is rewarded with wisdom and authority, ascending above the other rulers. Sophia gives him her daughter, Zoe, life itself, and together they create a magnificent throne, surrounded by cherubim and seraphim, angelic beings with many faces, ushering in new hope, the creation of death and the counter-forces. Enraged by Sabaoth's rebellion, Yaldabaoth creates Death, who spawns a brood of dark, androgynous demons, envy, grief, lust, and more. But for every dark power, Zoe creates a force of goodness, blessedness, joy, peace, sparking a cosmic struggle between light and darkness, the appearance of the light human and Eros. Yaldabaoth, peering into the cosmic waters, sees the reflection of Sophia's light and feels a deep shame, realizing someone greater exists. To test fate, he calls out for the one who's before him. Immediately, a great light descends through the heavens, revealing a wondrous human figure, the atom of light. With this light comes the birth of Eros, the power of love and desire, who sparks both longing and creativity among all beings. Eros' presence brings passion, reproduction, and ultimately death, a cycle that echoes through all creation, the garden, the trees, and the drama of paradise. From these primordial events, paradise is formed, a lush, beautiful garden, filled with every kind of tree and plant. The tree of life stands glowing like the sun, its fruit promising immortality. Beside it, the tree of knowledge glimmers like the moon, its fruit holding the key to awakening and freedom. It's here that the true drama unfolds. The authorities, the Archons, fear the atom of light and plot to trap that divine spark. They craft a human in their image, Adam, a vessel of clay, a prison for the light. But Sophia and Zoe, always a step ahead, breathe true life into Adam. Eve, born from Sophia's wisdom, becomes Adam's partner. But the Archons, in a fit of jealousy and lust, try to corrupt Eve, sowing confusion and suffering. Yet Eve, wise and powerful, escapes their grasp, leaving only her likeness to be defiled. The forbidden fruit and the awakening. The story twists again. The Archons try to keep Adam and Eve ignorant, forbidding them from the tree of knowledge. But the true instructor, a serpent, wiser than all, tells Eve the truth. Knowledge will not kill you, it will set you free. Eve eats the fruit and shares it with Adam. Their minds open, they see, they understand, and they know shame, but also love. They recognize their creators for what they are: beastly, blind pretenders. Enlightenment has a cost. The Archons curse them and cast them out of paradise, but the divine spark within humanity has awakened and cannot be put out. The human condition, suffering, fate, and hope. From then on, the Archons try to shorten human lives, to keep us in ignorance and pain. But fate is on our side. The spark of light, the immortal seed, can't be fully extinguished. Across the world, humanity divides, the spiritual, the psychic, and the earthly. Each faces their trials. Demons teach sorcery and violence. False gods demand sacrifice. But the true human, the child of light, persists, sometimes hidden, sometimes defiant. The coming of the blessed ones and the Logos. When the time is right, the immortal Father sends down blessed, innocent spirits, Gnostics, into the world. These are the ones who remember, who shine with inner knowledge, who expose the Archons for the frauds they are. Above all, the Logos, the Word, comes to announce the truth. Nothing hidden will remain hidden forever. The perfect ones reveal the path, the veil is torn, and the powers of chaos tremble. The end and the triumph of light. As the age draws to a close, the world shakes with thunder. The rulers rage, the heavens fall, and darkness turns on itself. But in the end, the light is victorious. The source of darkness is dissolved. All the deficiency, all the lies, are erased like they never existed. Those perfected in the unconceived Father, those who've awakened, return to their true home, the kingless realm of eternal rest, glory, and joy. The rest, each according to their gnosis, find their place in the great tapestry. Because in the end, everything and everyone returns to their source. That's the true origin and destiny of the world.